Well, the Peadar O'Donnell Socialist Republican Forum are delighted to be in discussion with Deirdre Linder. Deirdre, on March 31st, in the early hours of the morning, a number of women, Mothers Against Genocide, were arrested outside the Dáil in Dublin. Now, you were there. There's been quite a bit of backlash and a lot of anger is being expressed about the brutality and especially the fact that these mothers were peaceful protesters and they were strip searched when they were held, when they were detained. Now, you were there that Monday morning. Could you tell our viewers, our listeners, what was like outside the Dáil that morning?
Right, yes. So we were there from early evening, from 7 p.m. We all went prepared with our sleeping bags, chairs, food, etc. And we did a sleep out Sunday night till the next morning. And it was a very calm, peaceful protest. We didn't disturb anybody or we didn't block anything. And when we got there, there were about 4 guards there at the time. But at about 6 a.m., 6:30, we noticed more guards coming in vans, and we wondered what they were doing, why all these guards were coming. And the mothers were sitting along the gate. Before that, we had all the images, a lot of children that have been slaughtered in Gaza. We had photographs of them, their age, and we had little shoes to match their age and flowers laid. And this covered a lot of the footpath in front of the gates. And it was like a shrine to the children that had been slaughtered. And it was very dignified. People were there with their children. And come the early hours of the morning, I'd say about 6:30, 6:45, all these guards arrived. And it must have been about 7:30, 7:45, where they started to lift all the photographs and the flowers and the shoes of the children and trying to move the mother, to intimidate the mothers into moving. The mothers were all sitting with their little baby pillows, that they call them, to represent the babies that have been murdered.
Yeah, actually, I saw a video. I think it was the Carlow IPSC posted a video. And what struck me in that video was how the guards trampled on the memory, on the memory of dead Palestinian children.
Yeah.
How they it was almost like a scene from Palestine itself, because you could see the little shoes, the flowers, and they just trampled on that and arrested the women.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that enraged, it was so disrespectful. And I think that enraged many, many people. Now, I'm just wondering, a lot of people are saying that the decision to do this comes at a time when students in the US are being abducted, kidnapped from the streets by ICE agents. Officers, call them what you like. When we have 2 Irish citizens being deported from Germany, it seems to be, and in the US, of course, we had was it the Quakers meeting where the
Quakers in London
smashed into a meeting, and it seems to me that this is a political decision because this hasn't happened. I mean, I was at at the Dáil the week before at a protest. And we were quite shocked that this happened. Is it a political decision?
Absolutely. This came from the very top. This came from Micheál Martin. Absolutely. There's no way they could have done this. And the remains of the flowers and shoes that were left, as you say, they trampled over them. And I was standing watching, and it was exactly like what the Zionist occupation army is doing, the brutality of the guards to the mothers, dragging them, 3 or 4 of them, lifting them, putting their arms behind their back. The brutality was unbelievable. And we were standing there saw this, powerless to do anything about it. And as you said, disrespectful. But then, when you look at this country, when you look at how the state and the church treated women down through the years, we shouldn't really be surprised. I know we were shocked and horrified by it. And as you say, this is a political decision worldwide. America, Germany, Europe, and Ireland, because Micheál Martin and Simon Harris don't have a spine between them. They're so insincere, talking out both sides of their mouth, and they think we don't see how insincere and how bought by the Zionists that they are.
Yeah, I heard Micheál Martin responding to questions in the Dáil, and he seemed to take offence that people were calling him, people were accusing him of being complicit.
I know, what's unbelievable.
I'm wondering, if he's so offended, then why is he complicit in genocide?
Yes. I mean, it's unbelievable that he got so upset. If we could face him face to face in person, he would just disintegrate with what we have to say to him. The 3 demands from the mothers were, the 3 main demands: Occupied Territories Bill, Shannon, and all the arms that Ireland is complicit in, letting the Zionists destroy and slaughter. And I don't call it a genocide anymore, it's a Holocaust. But the 3 demands were the Occupied Territories Bill, Shannon, and the central bank's war bonds. And also, we want all Zionists that have participated in this Holocaust to be refused entry to this country.
Yeah, and I mean, the right to protest, it's not a principle granted by the state. It is a fundamental liberty to be defended. Yeah. But obviously, they are trying to intimidate resistance to this genocide. They're trying to intimidate people from attending these protests, and it's not going to work. Has it scared you, Deirdre?
Absolutely not. I was there on Wednesday following the Monday. I was there on Wednesday because every minute that I'm not at work, I'm out protesting. But this was a fear tactic to frighten us. And you don't have to be a mother to be against a Holocaust or genocide. You only have to be a human.
Yeah.
And everybody there was a human being with compassion and empathy. And it was harrowing. And to think that the leaders of our country are now trying to introduce a gagging order called the IRAH, a gagging order.
Yes.
It's beyond belief, but we have to step up. And what gives me hope is that this is a global movement. It's not just Ireland. There's a global movement. We are the many. And the governments and the wealthy are the few. And they have shown themselves, they have held a light up, a mirror up to who they are.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. There is a global movement at the moment for Palestine, because it's not just about Palestine, it's about us all.
All of us, yeah.
Absolutely. And the global movement is unstoppable.
Yeah.
And I'm delighted to see people will not be intimidated by these bully boy, jackboot
bullies. Yeah.
But I think that as time is, as we're watching the worst brutal genocide, Holocaust streamed, no one can say that they don't know. No one can say that they are not aware of what's happening.
Yeah.
So I think our message to those who authorized the arrest of the Mothers Against Genocide, our message is, we will not be silenced. This is no time to cower, and we will not be silenced, and we will continue to protest in whatever way we can. Now, I know people are angry, and people express their anger in different ways.
Yeah.
And at the end of this video, I would like to play a song that a young woman composed after what she had witnessed. She had witnessed, we all witnessed it. We didn't need to be there. We all witnessed what happened on Monday, the 31st of March. But I think it's important to share this lovely song that she composed. Deirdre, is there anything else that you would like to say just about Palestine in general? I know that you have been a activist for a very long time. You just didn't start protesting and being an activist after October the 7th. You have been an activist for Palestine and many other social issues for a long time. And I'm just wondering if there's anything else you would like to say.
Yeah, the Palestinians are the most persecuted people on the face of the planet. And now there's a Holocaust against them in Palestine, in the West Bank and Gaza. And this fight and this activism that we are part of on behalf of the Palestinians is for the soul of humanity. Because otherwise we are all finished. What is life about if people can be burnt alive and children can be held down and have their limbs amputated without anaesthetic? And one last thing I'd like to say to Micheál Martin and Simon Harris. How would you feel having to hold one of your children down, to have a limb or two limbs amputated? I do not know how they live with themselves.
Yeah, because this Holocaust is just not at the hands of Israel. It's at the hands of the US and the EU, and Israel is their attack dog.
That's right. Yeah.
Knows it.
Yeah, attack dog.
People were never more politicized than they are now. So, Deirdre, I want to thank you for your time, and we will finish off with this lovely song that this young lady composed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who do you protect, Mr. Guard, Mr. Guard? Oh, who do you protect, Mr. Guard? Oh, who do you protect? And with all due disrespect, it's your power that we reject. Damn you all, damn you all. It's your power that we reject. Damn you all. Oh, is your mother proud of you now, of you now? Oh, is your mother proud of you now? Oh, is your mother proud? Would she say it right out loud? When you brutalize the crowd at the doll, at the doll. When you brutalize the crowd at the doll. Or when you stripped her head to toe in the jail, in the jail. Or when you stripped her head to toe in the jail. When you stripped her head to toe, did you let your mother know? And with reason now we know, damn you all, damn you all. And we fucking hate you all, damn you all.